Yo, welcome back, Zykor here, and today I'm going to be reading the dossier of the Gigantoraptor, one of the new upcoming creatures in ARK Survival Ascended. Now, this creature won the creature vote for the Ragnarok map, which is a DLC map for ARK Survival Ascended. And it looks like it's going to be a very interesting monster. Seems like it might be somewhat similar to the likes of Maewing or something like that, caring for baby dinos and attracting them and stuff like that. And yeah, it seems like it's going to be, well, very useful for your everyday average needs. So yeah, I'm gonna check out the dossier here and see what it says. So let's get on with that. So its common name is Gigantoraptor. Its species is Gigantoraptor nutritor. And the time is late Cretaceous. Its diet is an omnivore. Its temperament is territorial. Unless you're planning to raid its nest, you shouldn't let this creature's imposing size worry you. Gigantoraptor may be fiercely protective of its brood, but it's much more of a caregiver than a fighter. Don't get me wrong, this theropod will use its sharp claws and surprising speed to defend its young when threatened. But Gigantoraptor has a soft heart for young ones. It'll even take in the orphaned babies of rival species. Now for the bad news. To my knowledge, no one's been able to figure out how to tame an adult Gigantoraptor. Its unique disposition seems resistant to behavioral conditioning. However, survivors bolder than me were able to sneak into nests to win the trust of their young, and they claim that reward is well worth the risk. Once matured to adulthood, your tamed Gigantoraptor will happily look after any of your tribe's young creatures, nurturing them and teaching them how to fight. It can even use its call to help you find orphaned baby animals out in the wild. If you bring those orphans home, then your Gigantoraptor will happily add them to its brood. Gigantoraptor forms an inseparable bond with its young charges. Bring them into a fight together and they will defend each other and your tribe far more effectively than when apart. So yeah, the Gigantoraptor seems like it's going to be a very interesting creature. It looks like it's gonna care for dinos and be able to help you find baby dinos in the wild. Pretty much seems very similar to a Maewing, where it will, well, I mean, you could say it's the baby kidnapper of ARK, because yeah, it attracts the babies, the baby dinos that are in the wild, and helps you find them, and then allows you to, well, use it to care for them, and I should say not use it to care for them, but it will care for them and then help you to raise them. That's kind of how it is. And it seems like it's going to be very useful to have around your base. Looking at the dossier, it also looks like it's going to be quite big. Looking at it, maybe it's about the size of a Theri, if not even bigger, possibly the size of a Rex maybe? It's probably a little bit smaller than a Rex, but yeah, it's probably going to be about the size of a Theri. That's kind of how it looks. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting dino to have at your base, and feed your dinos. Actually, yeah, it looks like it can feed baby dinos as well. If you look at the dossier there, it's got the little bottle, so that should mean that it will feed baby dinos for you. So that'll be useful. Just like Maewing feeds your baby dinos, then Gigantoraptor will do the same. Technically, you could say, well, we don't necessarily need two feeding dinos in ARK Ascended, but I mean, at this point, Maewing isn't out yet anyway. So, and I think it'll be a couple years before Maewing is out, a year or so before Maewing finally comes out. So, yeah, I think Gigantoraptor is an interesting addition, and it'll probably be a little bit different than Maewing anyway. So, yeah, I think it'll be useful. Taming it, it looks like you're gonna have to passively tame the baby, like baby Gigantoraptors. So that's gonna be quite interesting. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, it's gonna be kind of a unique taming method. There hasn't been any other creatures so far in ARK where you actually go and tame the baby. That's because, well, they didn't have baby taming in ARK Survival Evolved. So yeah, it'll be it's a new taming method, and it'll be interesting. Originally it was just stealing eggs. Is this going to be stealing an egg and, and hatching that and raising it up? Who knows? But it does seem like it's saying, like, gaining the trust of their young, and, and taking them as your own. So yeah, it looks like it's probably going to be pretty cool in that respect. And also it looks like that it will be able to have like a buff or something with the creatures that it raises, or maybe baby creatures that are in its vicinity or something like that will get a buff or something. And then, I mean, who knows? What, be able to defend each other? No, baby dinos don't go into battle, so maybe it'll buff your regular creatures and allow them to fight babies. Or maybe it's like, if there's babies in the area, it'll give a buff to your fully grown creatures, so that maybe, your fully grown creatures will have, a better chance of defending the babies. That's possible. It could be interesting. But yeah, it's actually pretty cool that it can help you find baby dinos in the wild as well. So that'll be pretty useful. You just kind of walk through the forest with it, using it to show you where the baby dinos are in the wild. And yeah, that can actually be pretty interesting if you're looking specifically for baby dinos to tame. So yeah, it'll be kind of useful. And yeah, I think it'll be a pretty interesting addition to ARK. And yeah, supposedly at the time of recording this, at least, it's going to be added to the center, but we'll see if that changes in the coming days. But anyway, yeah, I guess that's it for this dossier rating. If you like this dossier rating, hit that like button. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out a lot. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. And yeah, thanks for watching. Well, I'll see you next time.